You know the moment when you sit down to study and suddenly, your phone becomes the most fascinating object in the universe. 1 minute you're opening your textbook, and for the next 3 hours stuck on scrolling Instagram. Trust me, I've been there. But there's something that's going to absolutely blow your mind. 90% of students are studying completely wrong, and I'm about to show you exactly how to fix that. There's a way to study faster, remember more, and still have time to binge watch your favorite show. In this video, I'm about to share 6 brain hacks that are about to change everything you think you know about learning. Let's start with the expectation hack, and this one is a game changer. Your brain is basically a lazy teenager. Give it 3 hours to do something, and it'll take exactly 3 hours, even if it could finish in 30 minutes. This is called Parkinson's law, and it's the reason that a 10-minute homework assignment somehow stretches into a 2-hour marathon of procrastination. But here's the secret weapon. Instead of telling yourself you need to study for 3 hours, tell yourself you're only going to study for 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes. Your brain immediately relaxes because 20 minutes sounds ridiculously easy, like walking to your mailbox. But once you start, the magic starts happening. It's like tricking yourself into exercising by saying you'll just put on your workout clothes. Pro tip: write down exactly what you'll accomplish in those 20 minutes. Something like I'll learn how photosynthesis works and quiz myself on it. Your brain loves having a clear target to aim for. Now, let's talk about the 80-20 rule, because this is where most students mess up. Not all information is created for everyone. Some facts are like VIP guests at a party, super important and worth your attention. Others are like that random person, nobody invited, who just wastes everyone's time. The 80-20 rule says that 20% of what you study gives you 80% of your results. Smart students figure out what actually matters. They hunt down old tests, look for patterns, and ask teachers what's most important. Then they spend 80% of their time on that golden 20% of material. It's like having a cheat code for studying. Instead of memorizing every tiny detail about World War II, focus on the major battles, key dates, and important outcomes that always show up on tests. The timer method is where things get really interesting. Do remember how laser-focused you become when there's a deadline? Your brain suddenly transforms into a concentration machine. You can hack this feeling anytime with what I call the timer method. Set a 30-minute timer and study like your life depends on it. Pretend it's an emergency. When that timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. Check your phone, stretch, then repeat the cycle. This works so well because short sessions prevent your brain from getting exhausted, and knowing a break is coming makes it so much easier to focus. It's like sprinting instead of trying to run a marathon at full speed. Here's where we get into genius territory, with the Feynman technique. Einstein once said, "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough." This technique is named after a physicist who could explain quantum mechanics to his grandma. Here's how it works. Pick any concept you're studying, let's say black holes. Now pretend you're teaching it to a 5-year-old. No fancy words, just simple, clear explanations that anyone could understand. When you get stuck, that's pure gold. Those stuck moments show you exactly what you don't understand yet. Then, go back, relearn that part, then try explaining it again. You won't just memorize facts like a robot, you'll actually understand them, and things you understand stick in your brain like superglue. Most students study by reading their notes over and over, like they're trying to hypnotize themselves into learning. But your brain treats this like background music. It just ignores it completely. Active recall is different and way more powerful. Instead of passively reading, you test yourself constantly. Close your textbook and try to remember the key points. Write notes from memory, then check what you missed. Use flashcards, but don't just read them, quiz yourself hard. This feels harder than just rereading, but that's exactly why it works. Your brain has to work to retrieve the information, which makes it stick. Your schools never taught you that. Your brain doesn't actually store information while you're studying. It files everything away while you sleep. This means pulling all-nighters is like trying to save a document without hitting save. All that cramming just disappears into thin air. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and your brain will thank you by remembering everything better. Also, exercise is like a magic potion for your memory. Even a 10-minute walk can help you retain more information. So if you're feeling stuck, don't just sit there, move around. Your challenge is simple. Pick one of these hacks and try it today, right now. Which one sounds most doable? These techniques have helped thousands of students transform their learning, and they'll work for you too. Remember, knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. So go out there, try these hacks, and watch your brain become absolutely unstoppable.